Hello, people, and welcome to my broadcast of the game between the Padres and Braves. Atlanta's looking to clinch the National League West. Uh, the previous game that I broadcast, they had a hard-fought contest versus the Cincinnati Reds, and ended up on the losing side of things and did not clinch the title. So we're going to try once again. I decided to broadcast tonight to try and de-stress after a horribly disappointing Colts loss to the Sea Hags. A game that we should have won despite being shorthanded. Injuries to the quarterback position, injuries to the defensive line, the secondary. Still, they were in position to win the game and blew it. Absolutely blew it. Blew it on the kickoff to gave Seattle good field position. Blew it on the coverage. I don't know. I mean, if you looked at the game beforehand, most would think that the Colts were going to lose. But whether they have the best team or an average team, they just always find a way to lose. They found a way to only win one Super Bowl during the Colts' entire era with Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck. It's a terrible franchise. And Colts fans, for the majority, are sick of it. It's an absolute disgrace. Certain things have never been fixed with the team. We've almost never had premier corners. Once we got one this year, supposedly, he got hurt. 2 first-round picks gone. $30 million spent on him. Anyway, now I feel myself getting angrier. I guess I came on here partially to vent. I am hoping that the game will relax me, but I guess I can't expect it to. 30, well, my goodness, I would say 48 years, close to 50 years of Colts football has worn me out. I don't want to hear about the good years because, again, many Manning seasons wasted with cover 2 defense and other crap. Choking in the Super Bowl versus New Orleans. The only reason they got one ring was because Grossman was allowed to continue in the Super Bowl. It's a disgrace. So much talent has come into Indy, and they've wasted it time and time again. Even with the best teams we've had, they didn't get the final pieces to make sure, that it could be a dynasty. And the only reason we won so many division titles was because the Jacksonville and Tennessee and Houston were so terrible. There were years where Tennessee was good, I know, but anyway, so I am quite mad. I'm wondering even if I should start this broadcast over. But I'll continue. And welcome to Fulton County Stadium for tonight's game between San Diego and Atlanta. And as just one of their last 10, Tim Lawler takes the mound for San Diego. He's made 27 starts on the year. And is 8-8 with an ERA of 4.25. Not so good. His third started against Atlanta. He's 0-2 with a 5.25 ERA. Not so good. He'll be opposed by Craig McMurtry. Made 31 starts this season and is 18-6 with an ERA of 2.81. His 5th start against San Diego, 3-0 with a 2.27 ERA. 78 degrees, wind speed 5 miles per hour, right to left. Let's play ball.
Play ball!
So up first for the Padres is Bobby Brown. Actually, let me go through their lineup for the game. In left, Bobby Brown. Batting in the second spot, Oh, what was his first name, man? See, I don't know. Alan Wiggins, that's it. Alan Wiggins at first base. This is not going well. I guess being stressed after that football, I shouldn't have come on and tried to broadcast, but I really wanted to. So I'm just gonna slave away through this. So Alan Wiggins playing first base, which I never knew he was a first baseman. Hitting third is Tony Gwynn, Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn, right field. Batting fourth, Kevin McReynolds in center field. Batting fifth is Gary Templeton, the switch hitter at short. Batting sixth, Luis Salazar, third base. Batting seventh, Bruce Bochy. Batting eighth, Wambania, I believe, second base. And on the mound again is, or I didn't even say him before, I don't think. Anyway, it's Tim Lawler. Tim Lawler versus Craig McMurtry. Well, let's get this damn game underway. McMurtry looks into Benedict for the sign. Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch. 0-2 count. Grounds it to McMurtry. Throws to Watson. One away. Next up, Alan Wiggins. The switcher Alan Wiggins. Hitting .268 on the season with 0 home runs and 22 RBIs. 67 steals. Not sure if that leads the National League, but that's quite a few steals. Here's the pitch to, well, actually, here, not yet. Going to bring the third baseman in. Royster comes in. Here's the pitch to Alan Wiggins. Hit to short. Ramirez with the throw to Watson. That's 2 away. Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn hitting .344 with 2 homers and 29 RBIs. Hits well from the right side. Doesn't hit well from the left. McMurtry with the pitch. And it's sharply hit to first base. Watson grabs it. Takes it to the bag. 3 up, 3 down. And so after half inning, we've got no score. Now to the bottom of the first, we've got Brett Butler leading off. For the rest of the lineup, it is Jerry Royster hitting second, playing third base. Hitting third is Rafael Ramirez at short. Hitting fourth, cleanup, Dale Murphy in center field. Batting fifth is Bob Watson, first base. Batting sixth, Brad Kaminsk in right field. Batting seventh, Bruce Benedict at catcher. Batting eighth, Glenn Hubbard at second base. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Craig McMurtry. So anyways, Brett Butler. Salazar ain't a great fielding third baseman, but he isn't poor either, so I'm just going to swing away. 1-2 pitch, and it's hit far out into left field with an easy fly ball, and Brown makes the catch. 1 away. Jerry Royster hitting .230 on the season. No homers, 13 RBIs. Tim Lawler looks at the sign from Bochy. Here's the pitch. 1-1 count, and it is flushed deep to left field, off the wall, stand-up double. Jerry Royster with his 8th double of the season. Next up, Rafael Ramirez. Rafael Ramirez hits .352 against lefties. Lawler, the lefty, deals the pitch. 3-2, and it's popped out. Foul ball, out of play. Lawler looks in for the sign. Here comes the 3-2 pitch again. It's in on the ground, back to Lawler. Oh, go to first. Runner doesn't advance for second. 2 away. And now we have Dale Murphy. Dale Murphy, MVP candidate, 30 homers, 107 RBIs, hitting .291. Dale's expected to drive in this runner from second. Here's the pitch. And it's hit into left field. Sharply hit into left field. The runner scores, and it's 1-0 Braves. Dale Murphy on first with a single. 84% chance to steal. 7 weighted runner. He's going. Bochy throws to second. Safe. 33 steals on the season for Dale Murphy now. He's got that 30-30 locked up. He's a long shot to get the 40-40. An extreme long shot, but if anyone can do it back then, he can do it. Next up is Bob Watson. He crushes left-handers. Here's the pitch from Lawler. 0-1 count. And it's skied high to Templeton at short. He makes the catch. And this side is retired, but not before 1 run is scored on 2 hits. And after 1, it's 1-0 Braves. So a good start. Hopefully we clinch this American League West. Not in fear of completely blowing it. During a 6-game losing streak, though, in August, I believe it was, I was in fear of that. Or maybe it was early September. But as soon as I started talking about it on Facebook, in the various groups, we righted the ship. So McMurtry looks into Kevin McReynolds here with throws the 1-2 pitch, and it's slapped into right field for a base hit. Next up is Gary Templeton, the light hitting Gary Templeton. Has 2 home runs on the season, 43 RBIs, and 255 though. 2 home runs. He had 3 in real life, so he's due 1 more. Here's the pitch from McMurtry. Hit to second, too short. With the force, but no throw. No throw. Spikes up. I guess spikes up, and so he couldn't get the ball out of his glove and throw it to first base to get the double play. So Templeton on first on the fielder's choice, and up comes Luis Salazar. Luis Salazar hitting .239 with 12 homers, 45 RBIs. Only hits .238 versus right-handers though. Archie looks in for the sign from Benedict. Here's the pitch. 1-0 count. Slap to short. Ramirez to Watson for the out. 2 away. Templeton on second in scoring position for Bruce Bochy. Bruce Bochy. Not much over the Mendoza line in real life. Hitting .241 though during the replay. 7 for 29. 1 RBI. Here's the pitch to Bochy. 1-0 from McMurtry. Great play by Ramirez. Ramirez goes deep into, I'd say, deep second, center field, and throws it to first to get the out. Great play, number 38 on the season. And that retires the side. So after 1.5, it is 1-0 Braves. Leading off this inning is Brad Kaminsky, then Bruce Benedict and Glenn Hubbard. Brad Kaminsky could be a strikeout victim. It's a bit of a whiffer. No power showing. Although I thought he had some, but I guess I'm wrong. Alrighty, here's the pitch from Lawler, and it's smacked to short. Gary Templeton, an easy play, throws to first, 1-1. Next up, Bruce Benedict, 2 homers, 44 RBIs, hitting .273, 25 points lower than his real-life average. Lawler looks inside from Bruce Bochy. Here's the pitch, 2-0 count, fastball, hit to short, throw to first, easy play for Templeton, easy play for Wiggins, and they record the out, 2 away. Next up, the solid Glenn Hubbard, who hits well from both sides of the plate. Has double-digit triples this year. 10 on the season, 6 in real life. 15 homers, 62 RBIs, 273 average, 10 points higher than real life. So, very happy with Glenn Hubbard. Lawler delivers. 2-2 pitch, and it's hit deep deep into right field. Gwynn goes back, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. No runs. And we go to the top of the third with the score. 1-0 Braves. McMurtry so far, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit. No homers allowed, but no walks, no Ks. Batters for this inning: Bonilla, Lawler, and Brown. Juan Bonilla hitting .244, 3 homers, and 40 RBIs. Again, is another batter that hits good versus lefties, but this is not a lefty on the mound. So here's the pitch. 1-1. Bonilla slaps it into right field. Bonilla, a 5 rated runner, but 83% chance to steal. Will he go? Tim Lawler up at the plate. Decent hitter for a pitcher. Hitting .294 on the season with a homer and 7 RBIs. Hit .241 in real life with a homer and 11 RBIs. Not a bunter. See that he has a 0 rating for bunting. So you might see... I wouldn't expect a hit and run, actually, but he's a decent hitter. We'll see if it's Bonilla stealing or it's a hit and run. Here's a pitch for McMurtry. 1-2. Struck him out. 1 away. Next up is Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. 1-1 count, and it's popped up softly to short. Ramirez gathers it in, and it's 2 away. Bunny on first, 56% chance to steal. Wiggins is up. He's also pretty darn fast. I wonder if they'll send Bonilla, and then if he gets thrown out, they'll have Wiggins for next inning leading off. We will see. One throw over to first. Bonilla dodged back for the bag. Bonilla's in there safely. Barely safely. Here's the pitch to Wiggins. 3-1 count. And it's smacked into center field, but Murphy makes it look easy and records the 3rd out. So, no runs for the Padres. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd with the score, 1-0 Braves. Up here is Craig McMurtry. He's hitting .068 for the season. No homers, 4 RBIs, and 74 bats. Here's the pitch from Lawler. 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Not what Craig was looking for. Lawler gets the K. Now we go to the top of the order. Brett Butler. Brett Butler 0 for 1. Will he try to bunt hit? Yes, he is going to. A bunt hit. He drops it down the first base line. And it's safe. So a bunt hit for Brett Butler, a common thing. 68% chance to steal at first, 10 run speed. I'm going to go with the hit and run with Royster. Here's the pitch from Lawler. Butler takes off. Long throw to first. Close play. Royster is out, and Butler is in scoring position now for Rafael Ramirez. 0 for 1, Rafael Ramirez. Here's a pitch from Lawler. 2-0. Smacks it into center field. Now McReynolds has a good arm, but a 92% chance for Butler to score. And I'm going to send him, of course. And now it's 2-0 for the Braves. Next up, it's saying it was a poor play by Juan Bonilla. He has to let it go through. Alrighty then. Ramirez on first with a 7 rated running rating. 49% chance to steal, but we got Murphy at the plate. We're going to let Murphy swing away and crush one. And there you go, deep to center field, but McReynolds with a nice play. And that's 3 out. So Braves get 1 run, and after 3, it's Atlanta 2, San Diego, no score. Leading off for the Padres in the 4th is Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 1-1. Hit to second. Hubbard with the easy play. Throws to first. 1 away. Next up, Kevin McReynolds 1 for 1 on the day. With the pitch. 1-2. Boy, he had the good count and couldn't get the K, and Reynolds ends up with a triple. Cummins kicked it around out there in right field and didn't get it in on time, and Kevin Reynolds ends up with a triple. Alright, so with that said, we've got Templeton out and Salazar up next. Templeton can't really drive the ball. I'm going to play the infield in and try and cut off this run. So here's the pitch from McMurtry. 2-0 count, not good. Yeah. So Templeton drives in the run to make it a 2-1 game. Poor play by Jerry Royster. Okay. So maybe he got handcuffed being, playing in, but he still sounds like he should have made the play. I wouldn't usually have Royster at third. Don't like the player. I think I said that in someone's stream on YouTube recently. Not a player I like, and he hasn't done that well for the Braves. He's done worse in real life. So the Padres cut the lead in half. And up next is Luis Salazar. Luis Salazar can go yard. 12 homers on the year. Templeton at first. 28% chance of steal. I'm just going to deal. 1-1 count, and it's popped up to short. Skied to short. Ramirez under it. Puts it away. 2 out. 2 out. And next up is Bruce Bochy. Not a threat to hit it out, so we're just going to right over the plate. 1-2, and he smashes it into right field. Base hit. The speedy runner goes to third. Here at Templeton. So runners on the corners, and Bonilla is up. Now the thing is, after Bonilla, it's the pitcher, but Lawler hits well. You can strike him out, but he hits well. I'd rather face Juan Bonilla. I don't think much of Juan Bonilla. In real life, he only hit 220 versus righties, 283 on base percentage, 278 slugging. So we're just gonna deal to Bonilla. Here's the pitch. Hit down to third. Royster with the play. Goes the short way to second. Records the out there. So after 3.5, the score is now 2-1 Braves. This inning we have Bob Watson, Brad Kaminsky, and Bruce Benedict. Lawler looks inside. Strike the pitch. Struck him out. Strike 3 called. Punch out. 1 away. Brad Kaminsky. He's hitting 154 in the season. He's 0 for 1 in this game. Here's the pitch. 3-2 count. And it's popped up. Back towards the screen. And the catch is made by Bruce Bochy. 2 away. Now it's Bruce Benedict. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. 2-1 hit, a ground ball down to first. Easy play for Wiggins. And so 3 up, 3 down. And through 4. The score is 2-1 Braves. Mercury back out on the mound for the 5th inning. He's pitched 4 innings. 5 hits allowed, no homers, no walks, 1 K. He's looking for his 19th win on the season. So he's got a good shot at winning 20. In real life, he won just 15. So far, he's lowered his ERA by 0.27 on the replay. Here's a pitch from Urcher to Lawler. Rounded to first. Watson with the easy play. Takes it to the bag. 1 away. Next up, Bobby Brown. Not Whitney Houston's Bobby Brown. I think that's who she was married to. Anyway. Here's the pitch to Bobby Brown. 3-0 and he walks on. Not a good idea. Bobby Brown has some speed. We're going to throw over there. Got to pick him off. No chance. His percentage to steal is still under 49%, so that's good. Here's the pitch to Alan Wiggins. Line to third. What a play by Royster. That's 2 away. I expect there's a good chance that Bobby Brown will be going. Could even have a hit and run here. Gwynn has good bat control, so we'll see what happens here. Richard with the pitch. A 1 count, and it's popped up. Popped up going back to the screen, Benedict. And it goes into the crowd. Here's the pitch to Tony Gwynn. Payoff pitch. And unfortunately, a walk. That is the second walk on the day for Craig McMurtry. McMurtry's been a little wild this year. He's walked 139 batters in 231 innings. So runners on first and second with 2 out. And up is Kevin McReynolds. And he's a decent hitter. 1983, he only hit 221, but I remember him with the Mets. He's a winner. So you want to be careful with him. He's 2 for 2 with a triple and a run scored. Next up would be Gary Templeton. Not known for driving in runners. I'm going to pitch around Reynolds. Benedict goes out to the mound to tell him this. And here's the pitch, 0-2. Rounded to third base. Long throw over to first. In time for the out. The side is retired. After 4.5, the score. Braves 2. Padres 1. Up now is Glenn Hubbard. Glenn Hubbard 0 for 1 at the plate today. Here's a pitch from Tim Lawler. 1-2.
Strike 3.
The cutter gets a strike 3 called. Punch out for Tim Lawler. It's his 3rd on the day and his 142nd of the season. Next up is pitcher Craig McMurtry. Could be another K here.
Strike 3.
Count. Strikes him out. It was a swinging strike 3. 4 Ks on the day for Tim Lawler. 143 on the season. Next up, Brett Butler. Brett Butler 1 for 2. Got a bunt hit last time. I'm going to go for it again. There's the bunt attempt down to Salazar. Salazar charging. Throws to first in time to retire the runner. So, there's no runs, no hits. None left on. So through 5, an official game, by the way. It's 2-1 Braves. Please, Rain, just show up now. And we'll call it an official game. That would be great. That would be great. Maybe it has to go 5.5. I can't remember. But anyway, leading off this inning is Gary Templeton, followed by Luis Salazar and Bruce Bochy. Now, I think Templeton could bunt, so I'm going to bring in Royster at 3rd. Here's the pitch. 1-1 count. Grounded to second base. Throw to first. In time. 1 away. Luis Salazar. The semi-power hitting third baseman up. 12 homers on the season. 0 for 2 at the plate today. Hitting just .238 against righties. Will they look to a pinch hitter at this point? For me, I look at pinch hitters. As soon as the 5th inning goes by, I allow players to be replaced. That's what I do in my as played replays. Whether it be, if I'm playing a game where I only manage one team, or if I manage on both sides in a cards and dice game. You play as play to the 5th, and then from that point on, all bets are off. You can do whatever the heck you like, within reason. The player has to be on the roster at that time. But anyway, here's the pitch to Luis Salazar. 1-0 count, and it's hit deep to left field, but Butler makes the catch near the warning track, and it's 2 away. Next up, Bruce Bochy, 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch, 1-2, smack down to 3rd, throw to Watson at 1st, and that's 3 outs. So no runs for the Padres in the top of 6th, and going to the bottom of 6th with the Braves leading 2-1. The Braves are 92-53 on this season in first place in the West. The Padres are 69-77. Not sure where they sit in the standings in terms of position in the division, but yeah, they aren't gonna win it. And I've kind of I'm at a loss for words there. I didn't know what more to say. Jerry Royster is up 1 for 2 on the day, a double and a run scored. Generally at this point I'd take Royster out. And in fact, I'm going to take a peek. He's done well, but that's Jerry Royster. And that's about all he's going to do there. Randy Johnson is that great defensive third baseman. Although Royster's looked good today out there. I could pinch hit with Kokaroba and then put Randy Johnson in the field. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let Jerry Royster see if he can add to his wonderful games thus far. Here's the pitch. And it's smacked to short. Great play by Gary Templeton. Deep out and short. Throw to first for the out. 1 away. Next up, Rafael Ramirez hitting .352 versus lefties. The pitch.
Strike
2
three.
struck him out. Dale Murphy up at the plate. Dale Murphy, again, an MVP candidate in my replay, hitting .292 with 30 homers and 108 RBIs on the day. 1 for 2 with an RBI and a stolen base. Here's the pitch from Tim Lawler. 2-0. He smacks it into left field. He gets the first rounds first and goes to second for a double. His 25th of the season. Slides in safely for that double. So we have a runner in scoring position, looking for an insurance run. It's 2 outs, and Bob Watson is at the plate. Bob Watson is the best guy to hit the plate at this point with Lawler on the mound, the lefty. Bob Watson hit .365 in real life versus lefties. He's 0 for 2 today, though, with a strikeout. He's due. Here's the pitch. And it's smacked hard down to Salazar, but he makes the play. Line out. And it's 3 away. So no runs, and we go to the top of the 7th. With your score, 2-1 Braves. Right now the Braves have 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. The Padres have 1 run on 5 hits, no errors. Braves have left 3 on base, and the Padres have left 6 on base. The pitching line thus far for Clement Mercury: 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, no homers allowed, 2 walks, 1 K. Batters up for this inning are to be Juan Bonilla, not Bobby Bonilla, Juan Bonilla, Tim Lawler, and Bobby Brown. I would expect that they'll pinch hit for Juan Bonilla, but who knows. Here's the pitch, 1-0, smacked to second base. Hubbard with easy play. Well, not so easy. He had to backhand it. Throws to first for the out. 1 away. Next up, Tim Lawler. Well, Tim's pitching decent. More than decent. If they want to keep him in, they can keep him in. He's a decent hitter. They are going to pinch hit. Coming in is Gene Richards. Gene Richards, the left-handed batter. Hit .289 versus lefties in real life. Hit .271 versus righties in real life. Hitting .299 on the season, or in the replay. 5 homers, 32 RBIs, 18 steals. I don't know if I already said he's hitting .299, 24 points higher than his real life average. Now I'm going to bring in Royster in at third, just in case Richard tries to go for a bunt hit to get on him. Here's the pitch from McMurtry. And it's smacked into right field. And then fires it back in. And you know what? Seeing Seeing Kaminsky out there with that 2 range, I think it's time in a 2-1 game to take Brad Kaminsky out. So I'm going to put Tommy Harper out there. Tommy Harper has a 7 range with a 945 fielding percentage and a 9 arm. So goodbye to Brad Kaminsky. As for third base, I'm going to bring in Randy Johnson with the 8 range and the 991 fielding percentage. So thanks, Jerry Royster, for a decent game, but it's time to bring in the better defensive player. Bring in 2 better defensive players in such a close ball game. Despite the steal percentage saying 41%, I expect Richards to be going on a hit and run or straight steal. So Bobby Brown, he can strike out in this replay. He really hasn't as much as he did in real life. I might pitch inside to... No, I don't need to. Here's the pitch. 3-2. Smack to short. Ramirez with the play. Throws to first. Tough play. But he gets him out. Richards goes into second. So the tying run is in scoring position. And Alan Wiggins is up. Alan Wiggins is 0 for 3 on the day. Alan Wiggins has been asked to drive in runners a few times. You know, I'm used to seeing him as you'd think, or I'm expecting to be leadoff and not be, you know, held up by runners on the base pass or, you know, whatnot. But he is batting second. But no, I would expect him at leadoff at all times. His OBP wasn't even that bad that year, so. But following him is Tony Gwynn and Kevin McReynolds. I'm not afraid of those guys in terms of driving in runners, but we're going to be pitching to Wiggins right here, and hopefully we get him out because I don't want Tony Gwynn to be pitching with runners in scoring position. Could walk him and then face McReynolds with bases loaded. I don't like the sound of any of that. So here's the pitch to Wiggins. It's going to be a pitch around pitch. This is a lazy fly ball out to right field. Harper, the defensive replacement, makes the play to retire the side. No runs, and so the score after 6.5 innings. It is 2-1 Braves. All the Braves need is 6 more outs to win the National League West Championship, to win their division. Up at the plate this inning will be Harper, Benedict, and Hubbard. Harper, the defensive replacement, getting his first at bat. Looks like the Padres have made a pitching change. Coming in is Claudia Schiffer. Floyd Schiffer, 2.04 ERA, 2-0 on the season, 17.2 innings pitched, 11 hits allowed, 1 home run allowed, 10 walks and 13 Ks. He's only allowed opponents to hit him for a 177 clip. So a pretty darn good relief pitcher. A little bit wild, but pretty useful. Here's the pitch to Harper. 2-1 pitch, and it is hit deep to left field. Going. Oh, caught at the warning track. Bobby Brown makes the catch, 1 away. Next up is Bruce Benedict. Bruce Benedict is 0 for 2 in the game. Here's the pitch from Schiffer. 3-1 count. And ball 4. Bochy. Bochy's not happy with the umpire. That was a bad call. It was high in his side. Ball 4. Benedict on first. Could get a pinch runner, but I'm not sure who we got. Yeah, we can put Poker over at catcher. He's not really good. Sinatra, I don't remember what his ratings are for catching. Could put Claudio Washington in there and he could steal. Get him running in scoring position for 9 run rating, 31 steals. So Could do that, but But I think he's a left-handed bat, and I'm going to use him possibly later, maybe much later. I'm not going to pinch hit for McMurtry though. So, maybe I should. This is interesting. I'm not sure what to do, but McMurtry's going to stay in, so he would bunt even if there's one out to get the runner in scoring position. No, he wouldn't. So I've got my strategy all mixed up right now. I know what I'm saying. Like, McMurtry isn't going to get hit, so he'll bunt no matter what, probably. But how the hell with it? Let's just let Hubbard hit away and let the chips fall where they may. 0-2 count. Hit into center field. Reynolds camps under it. Easy play. And it's 2 away. Oh boy. Now we're going to have McMurtry just swing away. 1-0 pitch. He smacks it down to third. Great play by Luis Salazar. Throw to first in time to record the out, the third out. So the Braves get no runs. And we go to the top of the 8th with the score 2-1. It was a great play by Luis Salazar. Now it is Tony Gwynn hitting in the top of the 8th, followed by Kevin McReynolds and Gary Templeton. Now Tony Gwynn, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. I'm just going to straight up pitch to Gwynn. I thought about pitching around him. Grounded to short. Ramirez with the play, throw to first. To Watson in time, and it's 1 away. Next up is Kevin McReynolds, 2 for 3 with a triple. The one time he got out, he didn't strike out. In real life, he had 29 strikeouts and 140 at-bats. He has 17 and 83 at-bats this year. I'm going to pitch around him and hopefully get him to chase something. Here's the pitch, 0-1 pitch, drives it deep into center. Murphy back, way back, and he catches it at the warning track. 2 away. Next batter up, Gary Templeton. Gary Templeton 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. I think I said earlier that he has 2 home runs in the season. He had 3 in real life, so he's got 1 left that he can get. The light hitting Gary Templeton. Don't expect him to go deep. Don't expect him to go deep off of McMurtry either. McMurtry's only given up 7 home runs in 234 innings of work. Also in the game so far, let's go over Craig McMurtry's pitching line. 7 2/3 innings, 6 hits, no home runs, 2 walks, 1 K. It's looking good to get his 19th win of the season and clinch the National League West for my Braves. For his Braves and my Braves. I wonder if Templeton would bunt with 2 outs just to get on. I could steal. I'm going to play the runner in at third. Mario Ramirez is going to pinch hit for Gary Templeton. That's surprising. 250 hitter with a 351 on base percentage versus righties. 250, 351. Could work out. So now I'm going to back Johnson off at third. Let's go back to the normal fielding. Here's the pitch to Ramirez. And it's hit and lined into left field. Runner on first, and they are going to have Rupert Jones pinch run at first. Rupert Jones, an 8 rated runner, 24% chance to steal. I'm going to throw over there.
Balk!
And he balks. Oh my. So Rupert was doing a dance over there. It made Craig nervous. And he balked. So runner in scoring position. And it's Luis Salazar. And you know what? I'm going to walk Luis Salazar. And up steps Bruce Bochy. Bruce Bochy is 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch to Bochy. 2-1. Hit to short. Ramirez with he takes the shorter route to get the out at second. 3 up. Or sorry, not 3 up, 3 down. But anyway, the inning's over. The inning is over like my Colts football season is over, most likely. No runs in the top of the 8th. We head to the bottom of the 8th with the score 2-1 Braves. So far, reliever Floyd, don't call me Claudia Schiffer, has pitched 1 inning of scoreless ball, 1 inning, no hits allowed, no homers, 1 walk, no Ks. Up at the plate this inning is scheduled to be at the plate. Brett Butler, Randy Johnson, and Rafael Ramirez. Here's the pitch to Butler. 2-2 count, slow roll of the Wiggins. It's a race to the bag though. And makes the play to get the out. 1-1. Next up is Randy Johnson. The surprising Randy Johnson hitting .319 on this season, 69 points higher than his real life average. This is Randy Johnson, not the Hall of Famer Randy Johnson, but still looking very good in this replay. And still may win a championship too. Here's the pitch to Randy Johnson, 1-1 count, and he smacks it into center field. Reynolds fires it back in. Runner on first, 1 out, and Rafael Ramirez is up. Rafael is 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI and a strikeout. I am going to bunt. No, we don't need to do that because Murphy can drive in anyone from anywhere. He can hit it out of the ballpark. So we're just going to let Ramirez hit away. I'm going to do a hit and run though. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. It's a curveball. It's hit not so mightily to Floyd Schiffer at the mound. Throws to first. Runner gets into scoring position. Randy Johnson at second. And up steps Dale Murphy. Now, the Padres have made a pitching change. On the mound now is Luis De Leon. Luis is 7-2 on the season with 1 save. 2.78 ERA, 64.2 innings pitched, 53 hits, 1 home run allowed, 16 walks, 50 Ks. Had a very nice season for a not so great Padres team. He's extremely effective against righties. Against lefties, he's decent. Up at the plate, Dale Murphy, MVP candidate. I don't know how many times I've said it in the last few days. He's 2 for 3 on the day with a double and RBI and stolen base. So hopefully Dale can get this insurance run in. He should be able to. And I think he will do it. Here's the pitch. 0-2 pitch. And it is crushed deep, deep, deep. Left field, gone. Home run number 31 for Dale Murphy. I said that he would drive the run in. He drove it in all right and then added a second one. With the home run, 339 feet went over the left field wall. Nice piece of hitting by Dale Murphy off of Luis De Leon. Coming into pitch now is Greg Booker in a 4-1 game. So now it's looking really good for the Braves. Really good that they might clinch the National League West. Up now at the plate is Bob Watson, 0 for 3 on the day with a K. He's facing a right-hander. I'm going to bring in someone else to hit. We've got some really good first basemen that could play the position and also can hit. Gerald Perry's done really good in the limited role, but I'm going to let Chris Chambliss hit because I want him to boost his, to get every opportunity to boost his numbers, his final numbers for the replay. He's hitting .287, 17 homers, 70 RBIs, 373 at-bats, 25 doubles, 57 walks. Just done a lot right during the season. Doesn't play versus left-handers much. In real life, he only hit .213. On the mound is a right-hander, though. A bad one, by the way. Greg Booker. Real life 7.71 ERA, 0-1 with a terrible ERA. He allowed hitters to hit .375 off of him. He gave up 2 homers in 11 innings pitched. So Chris Chambliss is going to go yard, I think, right now. Here's the pitch. Grounded to short. Flannery throws it to first. In time for the out. I can't remember if it was Flannery at short for the entire game. But anyway, if he wasn't there, he's in there now. So that's the end of the inning. 2 runs on the homer by MVP Dale Murphy, or soon to be MVP, your Dale Murphy. 4-1 after 8. Now it says that McMurtry's okay. 123 pitches, 8 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 0 home runs allowed, 3 walks, 1 K. Hitters coming up are Wambania, the pitcher Booker, and Bobby Brown. I'm going to say that they're going to be using some pinch hitters. With the score being 4-1, I'm going to let McMurtry at least face 1 batter. Here's the pitch. Missing a first baseman. Oh, I've gotta put someone out there. Chris Chambliss is going in. He's a 6 range first baseman with a .996 fielding percentage. He's the best first baseman to put in there that's left. Every other defensive position for the Braves is fine. Will stay the same. So McMurtry looks in for the sign from Bruce Benedict. Here's the pitch. 0-2, and Bonilla smacks it into right field. Harper tosses it back in. We got a runner on first. And up steps Craig Booker. Alright, McMurtry's done. And coming in relief, there aren't a lot of non-tired options. Bringing in Donnie Moore in a big game is not a good idea. That won't be happening. I am going to bring in... These options aren't great. So, I'm going to bring in Ken Daly. Ken Daly coming in, the left-hander. Let's see who the Padres pinch hit for Booker. It's going to be Doug Guaz. Doug Guaz is going to pinch hit. 161 average on the season with 3 homers and 7 RBIs. In real life, he hit 109. Ken Daly looks in for the sign from Benedict. The pitch. Smacked. Hubbard to second. To short. To first. Double play. So just like that, they're out of the trouble. I got a little tongue-tied, but just thrilled to see that double play. And guess what, folks? This is the big play. This is it. One more out, and the Atlanta Braves win the 1983 National League West. Up at the plate is Bobby Brown, 0 for 3. He hits .320 versus left-handers. Not going to pitch around him, though. I don't want to put runners on. We're just going to pitch right at him. Here's the pitch. It's a fly ball. Deep to center field. Dale Murphy grabs it and makes the catch. And the Braves pour out on the field. They are mobbing Ken Daly. They are mobbing Dale Murphy. They are mobbing each other in celebration of a National League West Division Championship. Final score, Braves 4, Padres 1. The winner, Craig McMurtry. The loser, Tom Lawler. McMurtry goes to 19-6 on the season. Tom Lawler falls to 9-8. The hero in the game was Dale Murphy with a 2-run homer, and he made some outstanding defensive plays out there. He drove in the first run of the game, and he drove in 2 more after that with the home run. He went 3 for 4 with a double home run, 3 RBIs. Ken Daly gets he pitches in the 9th inning and gets his first save of the season, and it was a big one. A big save for Ken Daly. And the Braves win the pennant. The Braves win the pennant. They're going wild in Atlanta. The Braves win the pennant. Dale Murphy, 110 RBIs on the season, 31 homers, 33 steals. Your MVP of the game, Dale Murphy. And the Braves win the pennant. And for a little while now, I can forget about the Colts losing the football game today. Thanks to anyone that tunes in and listens to this. And the first part of it, the broadcast, wasn't so great. Not sure how good the rest of it was either. I don't really call that great a game. But it was fun. And the Braves won the pennant. They won the National League West pennant, I guess you'd call it. So, if you can subscribe, like, whatever it is you want to do it. And again, thanks for listening to the broadcast. And go Braves. And go Colts, too. Better luck next year. Well, I don't know about that, but it can't get much worse than what's been going on this year with the Colts towards the end of the season. But maybe next year will be a better season. Yeah, but for the Braves, they continue on and will be in the playoffs. Don't know who they're going to face in the National League from the National League East. The National League East is a complete toss-up right now. Anyone can win that division pretty much. You got Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Montreal, and Chicago, all within 3 games of each other. Absolute craziness over there. I do not want to face the Pirates, really. I mean, if I had it my way, I'd probably want to face the Cubs. That would be ideal. So, but anyway, again, thanks for listening to the broadcast. Take care, all. Good night.